Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the next episode. Today, going on a field trip. Got to run and get some windows so that I know that for sure the rough openings at each one. And one of you folks just mentioned, Jetman, thank you very much, mentioned the electric mini split versus the propane vented heating system. I kind of think I like the mini split. I had thought about them, wasn't sure, but reading up on it a little bit more, I'd kind of like to do that because then it's completely, there's no gases. Because one concern was putting the propane heater vented right there is it makes it hard to put a window in the bathroom because of exhaust gases coming back in. So that's why I think I like the mini split. And then I could locate the mini split anywhere well, it would probably be there. That's the best spot because then it would mount on the outside. I'm not doing the bump out, by the way, decided not to do that. So that will allow for maybe things that would stay on the outside to be out there and be built on something, storage or whatever. So I guess I'm off to the store to look at and get windows and look at mini splits. Well, I'm back from the lumberyard. We back the truck up here and we're going to unload this. And I need to just stop for a minute because a billion ideas running around. You folks have been super helpful with ideas. Anyway, let me back the truck in and we'll talk about this. You good, Kaya, for a minute? Got a new leash for Kaya and a new harness. Okay, you good, Kaya? Good puppy. Yeah. So how much have I spent on this project? The trailer, I'm figuring, I own the trailer, but there is a cost to it. So I just put in $2,000 for the value of the trailer. It's only, I think it's 5 years old. So it's in pretty good shape. Everything works, brakes, tires are good shape, everything. And then the deck that you see on there, this load of materials and materials over on the side of the truck, enough to frame everything all the way up, including the roof rafters. So what it doesn't include is the roofing material yet. So to this point, I'm at, for building materials, $4,995 for building materials. Again, that's including the trailer. My labor, I have 22 hours of labor into what you see so far. So if I figure that at $50 an hour, that's $1,100. So total, around $6,100 to this point. That's where I'm at. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Have all the sheathing. I picked up a really, really, really nice window. By the way, Kaya, there's a leash law in this town, so she has to be on a leash. Some folks let their dogs run loose. There's never been an issue with that, but I prefer to hang on to her, keep her close by. So let's unload this stuff and see what we got. A lot of you have also been asking about what's the floor plan. It's actually not solid in my mind. However, you have made some great suggestions. I believe I'm going to go with a compost toilet. That just sounded like a really good idea. I'm not familiar with them, but in this application, it would get rid of all the black water, they call it, the solids, as far as running it out into something, and it would compost it, and basically you just have to clean it out. Depending on how much you use it, clean it out periodically. So Also, there's no plumbing required for that. So that's going to save, I think, I think I found one for around $1,100, something like that. That sounded like a really good one. So I think it would be worth the investment to do that. First thing is, see if I can get this off without Kaya getting in the way. It's 100 pounds, so I don't want to break it. I'll be putting this in the, I don't know if I'll pick it up or not. No, I'm just going to tip it. So here's the door. I love this door. Hey, can you see me? Peekaboo. This is going to look so cool to paint it. A color. Coloring is not my department. In the day, I used to just pick these up and lug them like that. Oh, I still am. Good. And then we have the wall sheathing. This is a LP Smart Side. It's all primed. The plan is we're going to have battens on here every 8 inches. So it'll be a board and batten effect. There is so much to this tiny house. It's such a big thought process because you're always thinking about weight. Not mine. Well, it should. Height limits, width, weight. Oh, I said weight. And of course, money. I mean, you want to keep it economical. So all those things to consider in a little thing. So let's go like here. Toilet over there, shower here. Because I wanted the kitchen on this side. This is where that huge picture window is going. And I need to verify the measurements. I have enough room to go here if I want. But I'd like it to come in over the kitchen cabinets. So that when someone's working at this station right here, they have a beautiful view looking out the window. Washer dryer over here. So that I moved the sink from here over to here. And a window over that so they can look out and see who's driving in the driveway or something. Washer dryer, I mentioned that. This will be plumbing wall for both sides. I've looked around a lot to see if I could find any where people have done this, but this is for a Murphy bed, the type that folds up against the wall. It's 80, I forget now, 80 inches, I believe, for a regular mattress length by 54, wherever that comes out. I guess it would come out to here. Is that right? $54 is for... Yeah. So it will fold up against the wall, but when it's down, it will come out. So it's a full bed for 2. It'll be able to fold up and close. So if it was in the closed position, one thing I want to do that I haven't seen done is to build a table. Oh, I guess it would be all the way over there. With 2 chairs. Oh, that looks nice. Not an artist. So there'd be a table, probably like 3 feet, and then 2 chairs. The legs would come down to the floor on the front. These would be hinged so that when the bed folds down, the table and chairs will fold with it, so they'll be underneath the bed. So when it's up, you have all this room, and when it's down, there's still room here to get around. But you've taken care of 2 chairs and a table. It's going to be a closet over here, probably a closet over here, and a built-in bench here. Probably put cushions on or something. So that's as far as I've got. This, I wish I could say I'm 100% sure, but I'm not. But fortunately, none of this plumbing has to be done. I can wait until all the walls are up. The only thing that's critical is window placement. There'll be this one here. There'll be one at the kitchen, and then this huge picture window. That is going to be so nice to enjoy a view. That's going to be great. I definitely want to do a Murphy bed because I think that's a real big space saver. This door is full glass, low E. Everything's low E, all the glass. So that will let a lot of light in from this end out onto the deck. The deck would be out here, of course, something like that, with 1 or 2 stairs. We'll see how that works. There also has to be a stair here. Yeah, but I think I just had to stop and plan what's going on here because things, you folks have made such great comments. I appreciate it because it sounds like some of you actually may live in a tiny home. I'm not sure. Or have built them or know people that have lived in them. So with this out of the way, I will actually start building and get some walls up and get something that looks more defined. I'm going to build a wall. We're going to build a wall, the back wall. It's a pretty easy build. There's no windows in it. So at least it'll look like I did something today, besides just spend money. So I'm marking these out 2 foot on center. And I'm just doing it to keep the weight down. Every pound is a pound. That was deep, Kenny. Okay. And the bugs are out now. It's that time of year. 16. There'll be a stud there. I had mentioned before I put both the bottom plate and top plate side by side and mark them out so that they match up when you go to put it together. Kind of important. So I'm marking this out to get a count on how many studs I need. Besides me. That was a stud joke. Well, let's get this thing going. And you can see I snapped the line. The other day we did that. And you can see that 2x4 is a little bit warped. So the studs are all cut at 79.5 inches, and there'll be a bottom plate and 2 top plates. So that's 4.5. So that makes it exactly 7 foot is going to be the ceiling height at the 2 long walls. It'll be a cathedral ceiling. This wall, there's no windows in it. favorite kind of wall to build. Alright, let's start from the very beginning. And again, the 6-inch rule, I try to stay 6 inches away from where I'm nailing. Did I mention it's hot out? It's got to be almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So, like a week ago, it was in the 40s Fahrenheit. So it seems really hot. Go to the other side. Okay, next. This is a good angle to see what's going on here. So that is straight. You can see the 2x4 is not. We're going to do a piano hinge, I call it, where we toenail through this and want it to come so that the nail comes right out on the chalk line. Sometimes my aim is awful. I gotta line it up a little better before I do that. Okay, I can just barely see the chalk line. You know what? I'm going to put a clamp on that. Sometimes just the force of the nail. Right now I want to be able to see the line, so just I like that. If it sticks out into the room, that's okay. You can pull a nail out later. But if it comes in on this side, it's kind of a nuisance. So try not to let that happen. The reason I'm putting a few nails in like this is when I go to tip the wall up, it won't slide off. Sliding off is bad. Not so bad here on a 30 inches off the ground. There, when that goes up, it won't slide off now, so that's way cool. I set a couple braces, one on each end, that I'll use after the wall is up. But for now, once it's up, it should stay right on that line. And when I tip it up, I'll just nail through the plate, the bottom plate. And it's not too heavy. Oh, nice. I like that. So it'll be okay if I nail a support to the outside. It won't block this wall from coming up. Kind of like it to not, when I have to build a wall over there to tip up, so I need to leave room for that. Stay. I don't know if I can reach that or not. This is where it's nice to have a second person. Right there. Stay. Steady. Verify. Get in there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Make sure the floor's perfect. We're good. All right, I'll go down on that end. Wow. All right, it's already looking way taller, huh? Oh, that's right on. How'd that happen? Ha ha ha. Good. Okay, wall one. So that's the height we're dealing with for a side wall. I think that'll be great. Then it'll be cathedral going up, so it'll be wide open. Going to be a bit of a loft over on both ends for storage, and not sure, maybe a water supply up here. Okay. This will wrap it up for the day. Finally got a wall up. That's so it's that's about 10 feet high right now to that point. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, tap the bell. See you later, and share it. Thanks. The chicks are even saying it's a hot day. It's shady on that side. That's south over there. So they're getting some good shade. They look really comfortable in there.